Well, hello and welcome back to Spectacle Island in Fallout 4, and if you didn't catch the last episode, we built this Minutemen-backed city, but the rest of the island is a little bit bare, and hopefully we can change some of that today. I want to put in a farm that services the city over here, and you can see that we have some folks that are pretty keen to be doing some farming. I don't know why they're floating, we'll have to figure that out. But they are right in the location where I'm going to put my farm, and in a future episode I will put some kind of fishing village or something over there in the background along the coast and with the docks over there. But for now, let's focus on this area here and yeah, just give the island a little bit more life. And welcome back. We've placed down some items here for our farm. I have just been sort of fleshing things out and just trying to get a feel for where things might go. So I'm thinking the plots are going to be here on the very top of the hill, and then as we go sort of down the hill, this will be kind of where I'll probably put buildings and things, because we can do stuff like this where we have an actual foundation. So I don't have to worry too much about the alignment of things, because we are getting some issues, kind of this floating effect where it kind of doesn't quite work because we do have a little bit of a lean. I want to try and keep the plots as kind of flat as possible, so maybe I'll hide that with some grass or something like that. And if you're wondering what I'm using, I'm in the CVC Dead Wastelands mod. You go into here into resources, you can see there's the planter subcategory, and inside you have plots as well as other planters as well. It's very good, but I'm using this one here, and I've chosen to go with 6 of them just to sort of get a variety of different vegetables and fruits. And over here I've put up a fence. This one is also in CVC. If you go over to the fences in CVC, and it is the slope. So it gives you a whole bunch of slope different options. It's really great. I put this here just to sort of show the limit of my farm. I'm thinking I'll probably run the fence down here, probably about to here, because I want to put another building in. This is the barn. Obviously it's going to house equipment, and I think I'll get a tractor, so that's where the tractor will be parked at night time. But then we want a warehouse to sort of keep the vegetables, you know, the picked vegetables and stuff, process them before they get shipped off to the city or to the docks to get sent over to the Commonwealth. And then I'm thinking over here, this is going to be actual, maybe some Brahmin animals, that sort of thing. So I'm sort of keeping the space open, and hopefully, yeah, maybe not get too close to the beach there. But yeah, I think I've sort of fleshed it out in my mind, so I can really sort of start to build it up now. So that's what I'm going to do now. Well, things are coming together quite nicely, I must say. Let me just toggle the free cam here. Alrighty, so we have our warehouse now, and as you can see, we have sort of populated it with stuff you might sort of think you find on a farm. So we have these shelves here with lots of nut fruits, and we've got purified water up there as well, and we do have some Brahmin milk. Obviously I haven't put in the Brahmin yet, but I'm expecting them there to be Brahmins. We got fertilizer over there on that side, kind of filling up that wall, and of course we got our carrots as well, and I have some fuel oil I think up there, and just some wood pieces. We do have a forklift, which I have tried to give room, like I think you can do probably a 360 there without too much trouble. Some of these corners are a little bit tight, but I think it probably could maneuver. But yeah, that's basically our warehouse. Not too much to it, but I wanted to tick that one off. That's definitely one of the buildings I wanted. And as you can see what I was talking about before, just putting the foundation there just to make use of having that wall there. We have a generator here to run the door. We have to have a long drop, of course, to service these people. And this is our barn, I guess. So I've just put a whole bunch of stuff in here kind of related to keeping things running. We've got oil drums and things and places to fix stuff, and obviously a second engine or something like that. And we have our, let's just close this guy up. Oh, before I forget, I did leave a space in the middle because, as I said before, I wanted to put a space for the tractor to park overnight. And this is our tractor right here. And we have a till over this side as well. So I guess at the end of the season, it can dig up ground and start fresh. And we also have a trailer. I built this to get the vegetables from here and the warehouse over there down to our docks over there. So I did think initially maybe getting another vehicle, but then I thought, you know, like you have to have spare parts and, you know, gas for, or whatever it runs on, the nuclear stuff, you know, two of everything. So I just thought, you know, just get a tractor. It can do both jobs fairly easily. So that's what we've done here. And let me just quickly show you how I made this. Okay, so I just jumped into the build menu here. You can see the floor is quite high. That is for a reason, because I do want to put some vegetables in, and obviously if I have to do it from the base of the trailer, then it's gonna, you know, I'm gonna have to do quite a lot of them to fill it up. So I put a false floor in there just to kind of, you know, make it look like the thing is full. If you go to CVC, again, I love this mod. If you go over to stores and then you go to the very end, it has other deco, and just scroll through there and you can see we get, you know, several different chassis. This one might have worked a little bit better because I think it's a little bit maybe flatter, because the thing with this one is, this is the one I chose. I've put the bed of the trailer, I guess, on top of the kind of suspension bits. But it doesn't quite fit straight, so it's not completely, you know, feasible, but I think from this far back it looks okay. And the tractor itself, I'm using the Homemaker mod over here. So if you go onto decorations, there's a vehicles section, so you can find that one in there. I think that the till is also in there. And then I've just used some metal pieces to just rig up kind of like a trailer hitch thing. So that's sort of done there. So next on the agenda is probably I have obviously put in some extra stuff just to make it look a little bit more lived in, but I need to put in our water pump. I'm thinking maybe a bore or a well pump with a windmill, and we need a water tank as well, and then some kind of mechanism to distribute water. And then we need to focus on our farming Brahmin area as well. So plenty more to do, and let's keep going. Hey, welcome back. And we have some melons. Look at this. Just jump up here. So as I was saying before, I just used a false floor to lift it up, and that sort of helped give the impression that this thing is, you know, just full of these melons here. You know, our melon plot is not particularly large. I think it's that one over there. But, you know, I just wanted to fill this thing up, so it's probably not feasible. But there you go. You probably won't get this many melons in a season from that little patch. But I think it looks really cool, and it sort of sells the look that this is a very productive farm, that's for sure. And if you're wondering about how I got them all in there, I guess you could just, you know, console command spawn them in and then just individually put them in. But I was very sneaky. I put a bunch of ramps around this trailer so that if I spawn them in my place as the character, they would spawn around me, and then the ramps would feed them into a central location, and in this case it was the trailer itself. So I just did a ring of ramps, and then when I did say 100 melons spawn at location, they all kind of rolled into the trailer, which was perfect. So I would recommend doing it that way instead of doing it individually, because that is a drag. But to be honest, I'm sure there's a mod out there that you could very quickly spawn them in anyway. Over here we do have our water setup. So I was thinking about irrigation, and I had these grand plans in my mind, but then I thought, well, you know, this is very low rent, it's not fancy, so I don't want to go too hardcore doing, you know, massive, you know, I don't know, engineered irrigation. So I'm just doing a simple kind of pump, bore, I guess, and I'm going to feed it into this tank. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to run a pipe, and it's all just going to be gravity fed. So I'm just going to do a gravity fed tap down to here, maybe to a bath or something, and then the workers just literally get buckets of water and just put it on the plants themselves. And we also need to feed water over to our Brahmin area over here. You can see I've all fenced it up. Let me just toggle the free cam here. So we have our pen for our animals, and I'm thinking I might put a barn, not a barn, what do you call it? A stable in this location, just so they have somewhere to go if it starts raining or something. So that's our fully enclosed pen there. Still need to spawn in some Brahmins. And I have done the same for our farm as well. So we've got this nice gate here. I'm thinking I might put like a lantern or something up just to make it look a little bit more fancy. And I did put a little bit of area over here so that our tractor can do some reversing and, you know, turning and all that sort of stuff. So if we zoom out, let me just fly up here. This is what the farm looks like so far. I think a little bit more adjustments and getting in some Brahmins and stuff is really going to sell the look that we have this farm pumping. And I think it will complement our city quite well. Well, I think I am finished. Let's have a quick tour. Just to note, there are some things I need to figure out. We are still having issues with our settlers floating above the ground as they sort of do their farming. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but we'll try and figure that out. And the Brahmin like to walk up to the fence and somehow pop through the fence and escape. So we need to figure that out as well. At the moment, they are behaving themselves. But let's have a quick walk around. Okay, we're on the ground level now, and I put my lantern up just to sort of show where our gate is. And I use some grass to hide our jankiness of the geometry, so that's all good. So this thing is bustling. Oh, and I did replace the melons. I thought maybe it was the melons that were causing our floating issue of the settlers, and it turns out that's not the case. But I kind of like these mutfruit trees anyway, so I'm keeping it. And we have our tractor as per the usual, and over here I made like a little smoko area, so just a little bit of cover, and these people can sort of get off the land there and go have a cup of tea or something like that and have a sit down. So that's where they hang out. Over here nothing much has really changed. I just put some extra little bits and pieces around the place to fill it in. Alrighty, so over here I did end up putting in some pipes, so just from the pump, just a pipe leading into our tank, and then over our tank just a tap coming down to our bucket area. I just put a whole bunch of buckets here so that the folks can just grab the water from the bath there and distribute it around the farm. And you can see also we do have another gravity fed pipe coming over this way, and that is feeding the Brahmin water over there so they can get fresh water as well. And I think they have taps. Yep, they have taps as well. Let's just go jump over the fence and have a look. Now, I didn't find a gate that I liked for the Brahmin. So, oh, there's a bit of jank there. I just put up like a corrugated iron... corrugated iron fence. And it kind of just to simulate that it is a gate, but actually this one is not. Well, it appears our Brahmin has killed itself by doing that mega jump into the sky. I don't know why that happened. But this is the Brahmin pen. You can see we have hay over here for them to eat. And over here is the stable. If you're wondering about where to find that hay, that is also in the CVC mod. If you go to the, crafting, you'll find it in the crafting subsection. And also the fencing there, that is called the farming fence. That is also in the CVC mod. The gate will open so you can actually go in and out of the little stable there. And another little bit of hay there. So that's our stable there. And this is what it looks like from the sky. I got to delete that dead Brahmin now. Hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. But yeah, this is our farm. It's to service our city and also a little bit of extra cash to export some stuff over to the Commonwealth. Please let me know what you think about that one. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below and I will try and get to them. Please drop us a like if you enjoyed that one, and a subscription if you are feeling extra generous. You can also jump over to the Discord. I have a link on the main channel page there. Get over there, you can post your own Fallout 4 stuff, and just get involved. With all that said, hope to see you on the next video, and have a good day.